Colorado Avalanche Society presents After Avs with Dan Slate. After Avs is sponsored by no one. Consider sponsoring us today. And brought to you by YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. What's up, everybody? I'm Dan Slate, and welcome into After Avs. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us here at the Colorado Avalanche Society if you want to hear more Avs news and trade rumors. And now let's get into it. Today, Mile High Hockey released an article pertaining to the Avalanche having interest in Phil the Thrill, Hot Dog, Kill, 3-time Stanley Cup champion, Phil Kessel. It is a very large possibility that Arizona would retain 50% of Phil Kessel's deal. So that would put him at $3.4 million to go back to the Avs. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? Put him on your second line for $3.4 million. Yeah, I'm all for it. The Arizona Coyotes are in a bit of a rebuild here, seeing as they don't have that many draft picks from here on to next year with their inner problems there. Let's talk about the cost. What it might cost the Avalanche to get Phil Kessel and half his salary retained. According to Mile High Hockey, the cost to get Phil would be somewhere in the ballpark of a second-round pick and a second-tier prospect. Of course, the Avs have an overabundance of things like that, minus the second-round pick, but we did just get a second-round pick from New Jersey in exchange for Ryan Graves. So, does that mean they are going to use that in this trade? It's possible. Also worth mentioning, Filipe, has 1 year left on his contract. So, the Avs would not be spending a great deal on him, and they could potentially re-sign him next year or let him walk so they could find a replacement for him if Alex Newhook shows to be either winger, center, or other prospects show up, and you know how that goes. Sometimes people just burst on the scene. You just never know. Bottom line is, Phil Kessel would be a fantastic addition to the Colorado Avalanche. Not only would retaining 50% of his salary be fantastic, but having Phil Kessel on a JT Compher contract is incredible. Considering that Seattle is more than likely going to take JT or Donskoy tomorrow in the expansion draft, then leave spots open and money open for people like Phil Kessel. And if Phil Kessel comes in at a $3.4 million cap hit, that means the Avs can go out and get more depth, better depth. Because last season, I'm sorry, Carl Soderberg, Patrick Nemeth ain't gonna cut.
Hey, how did he get here?
When has ever stepping backwards in time ever done anything for anyone? Moving forward, you don't go back to the same guys. You just don't. You make big moves. This is the year that Joe Sakic has to make a big move. I think he's got to go all in, and I think this is the year to do it. He's only got a limited amount of time before he's got to pay Nathan MacKinnon, the Mac Attack, the Big Mac, who's going to command a massive amount of money. He says he's going to take a hometown discount. But look at Landeskog, guys. We cannot take him at that. I'm sorry, we just can't. Nathan MacKinnon's getting $13 million plus. Okay, that's just reality. That's where I live. So, with players like Alex Newhook and Sampo Ranta coming up, looking promising, that's very good news for the Avalanche. That saves us a lot of money. So that way, when people like Donskoy and JT Compher end up going in expansion draft or via trade, then it leaves room for the youngsters to come in and show us what they got. Because that's why we drafted them, right? To come in and help. So, think that's going to do it for today. Obviously, the Avs are going to be very busy this offseason, so we'll have more content like this available for you, at least weekly. We'll find out. We'll see how the flow goes. Anyways, thanks for joining me today on After Avs. Stay tuned.